After seeing Deus Ex Mankind Divided in action at E3 this year, one thing that was clear to me was that developer Eidos Montreal wants to make this game accessible no matter what playstyle you go for. I played through Human Revolution trying to be as stealthy as possible while killing as few people as possible, and sometimes I felt like I was missing out on the coolest augmentations and gadgets. But whether you want to go in all guns blazing or leave no trace that you were ever there at all, Mankind Divided wants to make sure you're covered. So here's a roundup of a couple of its newest augmentations. Probably one of the most useful new additions is the Icarus Dash. It looks and works very similarly to the Blink ability in Dishonored. You can use it to zip by enemies unnoticed, cover more ground more quickly, or pass through otherwise impossible obstacles. During the demo, I saw it used to cross an electric field and access a new pathway. You can also use the dash during battle to smash into enemies and send them flying. As well as the Icarus Dash, there's also the Icarus Strike, which looks a lot like the Icarus Landing of Human Revolution, but it's a little more aggressive. Though Mankind Divided now includes different ammo types that all have various effects or firing rates on weapons, there's also a lot more choice when it comes to non-lethal attacks. One such example is the Tesla gun augmentation, which lets you target up to 4 enemies at once and knock them all out simultaneously. There's also a sonar pulse that can destroy machines or knock down humans without killing them, unless they meet with a high ledge and a long fall. If you prefer to stay out of sight and undetected, you can now remotely hack devices instead of having to go around crawling through vents and hiding under desks, although there probably will be a lot of that too, to be fair. Remote hacking allows Jensen to access devices from afar, opening up new pathways or disabling cameras, or even taking over turrets to even the odds in your favour. And if stealth is your thing, you'll be pleased to know that both the cloaking and the smart vision augmentations from Human Revolution are back in Mankind Divided. But if you find all this sneaking around terribly boring, have I got the new ability for you. Say hello to the Nano Blade Shot, which you can use to pin your enemies to walls or take them out quietly from cover. If you don't care that much about getting caught, there's also an explosive variation where the blade can take out that initial enemy, hit a wall, glow red, and then incapacitate anyone else in the area. Something tells me this may well be a popular upgrade. If you want to go full-on offensive without taking damage yourself, there's always the Titan Shield augmentation, which basically turns Jensen into a big bunch of polygons which also happen to be impenetrable to bullets. Finally, there's Focus Mode, which speeds Jensen up to a point where everything else appears to have slowed down. A pretty handy augmentation to have when you're outgunned and outnumbered, no doubt. So the new augmentations on offer in Mankind Divided do seem to be more inventive and tailored to suit a larger number of playstyles, and many of them can be used in a variety of ways aside from the obvious, so long as you're open to experimentation, which, you know, this guy definitely is. I still can't quite believe it happened. I'll be honest, this year's Sony E3 conference is probably about as close as I'll get to having a religious experience.